Okay, so that Saros revealed trailer dropped, and yeah, it looked incredible. But the one thing that's really got everyone buzzing, it's that super cryptic monologue at the end. It's only a few sentences, but it feels like it's hinting at this massive, complex story. So what's actually hidden inside those words? That's what we're going to deconstruct right now.
All right, so here's the monologue in full. Just listen to that. It's short, right? But it is absolutely packed with clues about the world, the person speaking, and what drives them. Think of it like a puzzle. And today, we're going to put the pieces together, starting with the grim reality they're living in.
So, first things first, what kind of world are we even dealing with here? The monologue actually gives us some pretty heavy clues right off the bat.
Listen to that phrasing. This world, this moment, this choice. That's not just for dramatic effect. That repetition tells you everything. Our speaker is completely stuck, locked into a loop, facing the exact same critical decision over and over and over again. And here's the trigger for that whole loop. I mean, wow. Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. That line hits hard. The sun dying isn't just some one-off event, it's a recurring apocalypse. It paints this incredibly grim picture of a world that's constantly being plunged into total chaos.
So you've got this recurring apocalypse, which brings us to a huge theme here, an inescapable cycle. And if you're a gamer, your ears should be perking up right now because this is starting to sound a lot like a core gameplay loop, maybe even something like a roguelike.
And it all comes back to that very first line. It always comes back to this. That word always, that's the key. It tells us this isn't just bad luck. It's not a chance thing. It's a fundamental, unbreakable rule of this universe, a true, unending cycle. You can actually break this cycle down into 3 simple, brutal steps. Step 1, the sun dies. That's the catalyst. Step 2, madness reigns. That's the chaotic fallout. And step 3, everything begins again. The big reset. This is the rhythm of life and death in Saros. Okay, so we've established this world is trapped in a repeating apocalypse. That brings us to the next big question. Where does our speaker, our protagonist, fit into all of this madness?
And this line right here is the game changer. It's the big twist in the story. But after every death, I always come back stronger. See? They're not just surviving this cycle, they're actually using it. Death isn't the end. For them, it's how they level up.
So think about it. Every time they die, which, implies they were defeated or weren't strong enough, it directly leads to them coming back even more powerful. This screams progression system, right? The cycle of dying and returning isn't just a story beat. It feels like it's going to be absolutely essential to beating the game. It's got that classic Souls-like vibe written all over it. All right, so we get the world, and we get our protagonist's weird power. But why? Why go through this endless, brutal struggle? What's the point of it all? And that brings us to the real heart of the mystery, the motivation.
And then we get this line. I know that you are here. Boom. Just like that, the entire perspective shifts. This was never just about survival. Our speaker isn't alone in this loop. There's someone else, this mysterious you, and our hero knows they're out there.
So who is you? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is it the villain? A friend they're trying to save? A rival? The monologue is cagey, but it makes one thing crystal clear. This you is the reason for everything. And then we get the final line, the mission statement. And I will find you. This isn't just a hope, it's a promise. Maybe even a threat. This one line changes our speaker from a victim of the cycle into a relentless hunter. All of that pain, all that dying and coming back stronger, it's all been for one single goal, finding this person.
Okay, so let's put all the clues together. What do we know about this? Nemesis. Well, they're the target of this obsessive hunt. Our protagonist definitely knows who they are. They're also stuck in the same repeating cycle. And maybe most importantly, they are the entire reason our hero keeps enduring it all. Finding them is the endgame.
And that leaves us with the big question that hangs over everything. Is this a cycle of revenge? Is our hero hunting this person down to get payback and maybe break the loop for good? Or is this a loop of survival, where finding this person is the only way to actually make it out alive? The monologue gives us all the pieces, but that answer, well, that seems to be the central mystery of Saros.